Hello, good morning, everyone. So let me know quickly if you can hear me clearly. Write in the chat box. Good morning. Let me know quickly in the chat box if you guys can hear me clearly. And quickly, let me share the link so that members will join up and we'll begin. Good morning, everyone. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat box. And let me share the link real quick so that members will join up and we'll begin. Alright, somebody saying loud and clear. Alright. So just give me a few minutes. Let me drop the link so that members will join up. So how's your week going? We took 2 losses on Monday, which I'm going to show you guys right on the chat now. Overall, how is your week going? Just a minute, let me drop the link so other members will join up and we'll begin the class. I caught a couple of setup on good. Let me know how your week is going in the comment section. So just drop in the comment section how your week is going. Is it going well, or you've not taken any trade, or you are taking losses? Let me know right there in the chat box. Me personally, yesterday I had a couple of buys. I had 2 buys yesterday on good, which you're gonna notice I didn't drop. I didn't post it on the Telegram. I only posted it for a few of my students. All right. Somebody saying took a loss. All right. Then 2 losses still in profit. All right. Losses, but we thank God. Yeah, losses are things that will happen, but you can actually handle losses in a way that you don't take more losses than you can take. Right, losses do happen, but it's gonna be with the risk to reward ratio and all, you recover your losses. On Monday, the sale we took on gold didn't go well. Also, the trade we took on BTC did not go well. So we lost about 2 trades on Monday. I'm going to show you guys where we lost the trade later on in the live. But let's see what we are expecting this morning on gold. Then, like I said before, I also caught a couple of opportunity yesterday, which I didn't post for you guys. So they were personal trades I took. Now, on gold, we're seeing it's going up. So once we are on our chart now, we are obviously going to be looking for ways to join the buy since it's going up. But if we are buying, it's not going to be where do I expect it to get to as it's buying and as I'm buying. So let's check how it looks from a different higher time frame where the different levels are, so we can easily know where it can buy to. So from a weekly time frame now, you can notice the new week candle that's currently rejecting. So there's a high chance that this candle will continue on buying and then most likely take out this high before it will start coming down. So this is like the next draw on liquidity, which the price will take out. So we can easily indicate that. And then let's say I look on a daily time frame. What am I trying to do now to know if I continue buying, where is it gonna get to? Of which that was something we did wrong from the sale we took on Monday. Notice what happened from that very sale. price had gotten to this weekly key level, of which when I did the analysis the other time, I told you guys we had a weekly key level and we're using this black candle. I believe many of you can recall. Many of you can recall. We're using this little black candle around here as the order block for the trade, for the buy. But if you watch closely, it had this big black candle as an order block for a possible reversal. That was where it reversed from. So we didn't pay attention to this very zone. If we'd have paid attention, we won't be selling, but rather we'll be waiting for a change of character so we can start journey buy. Of which I can remember when I went live with my students on Saturday, I had this zone marked out. But because there wasn't any clear liquidity, I was expecting price to take out that zone. That's the reason I didn't pay attention to it on Monday. And that was where price currently rejecting from. So that's the same way we're now looking for a zone. We're gonna expect it to get to. So if you are buying, we know where to pay attention to on the buy. Now from a daily time frame, we have this long wick around here. Let me remove every single one of these drawing so the chart can be so clean. Now from a daily, we have this long wick which is a key level at the top around here. So this level we can expect it to get to. And aside from that, we also have a breakout block, which is this long wick that went down. This very long wick around here is a breakout block. So it's a zone we can as well expect it to get to. So we've marked out that very level now from a daily time frame, and that's the level we are gonna expect it to buy to. So we can now go to our entry time frame and start looking for opportunity. So from this entry time frame now, once we are here, obviously we'll be looking for buy because it's in a bullish trend. From a 4-hour time frame, let me mark out different order blocks we are having. They will now know which one to make use of once we are now on our lower time frame. So we have a long wick around here as an order block, then another one around here as an order block as well. So we have these 3 order blocks right from a 4-hour time frame. Pretty much it's gonna look the same way on a 2-hour time frame. These are zones I'm gonna pay attention to and then see if I will be joining a trade from that very zone. Alright, so these are the looks on the 2-hour time frame, the same level. Now on a 15-minute time frame, which is very likely the time frame I do enter the trade from. This other zone at the top is much closer to price, and this is a zone the price very likely gets to and then continue the buy. Then aside that zone, we also have this black candle around here as an order block, which is a zone price can still come to and then start buying. But this zone is far from price. It's far from price, and we have this other zone at the top, which is much closer to price. So from the 4-hour time frame, this was the zone we marked out. This very horizontal line right here. So that's a point where I'll be taking the buy from. So as I take a buy from there, I'm gonna have my stop loss below that very zone. The OB we marked out now was pretty much from a higher time frame, from 4-hour, then we scale down. It now looks like a long wick on a 30 minutes time frame. So I'm gonna have the buy like this. Then I have our stop loss just slightly below the zone. Well, we can target this key level marked out as our take profit. So this is what we can expect on gold. Now if you watch closely, we also have an order block right here. With this one now, is also looking much very cool. We have an order block around here. This long wick that went down, this is an order block. You are seeing it? There's another block right there, which is a zone we can buy from. So we're now having 2 zones to pay attention to where we'll be joining this buy. And if you watch closely, this very zone at the top is gonna be the liquidity for this other lower level. So we can have our liquidity like this, and then we'll join the buy from this zone. The other zone, which is this very line I drew, was from a 4-hour time frame key level, right? So we're gonna join a buy like this. This one is a much better zone to join a buy from. So this very trader is giving about 140 pips SL. My SL is not below this major low. This is a major low where I can easily make my SL below. So if you are thinking, you can easily say, let my SL be below that very low. Why is my SL not below that very low? If the price is gonna respect this order block, it won't go deep. It won't take out these stop loss first before it move. And notice why it's so. We have this black candle as an order block, and that's the zone we are joining from, which is this order block right here. So if we are joining from there, our stop loss has to be below the order block we are joining from. So that's the reason we are joining a buy. I'm having my stop loss at that very level. So let me take a screenshot and a drop for you guys. We can target this. So this is what I'm having on gold, and this is what we can wait for on gold. Price has not gotten to our POI, so we won't just jump on any buy right now. If it was at our POI, we'll be jumping on a buy. There's also another order block around here, which is a zone you can also join a buy from, but this is not a good zone to buy gold. So it's gonna be much preferable to enter from this very lower zone. So let me drop real quick. The gold we posted yesterday did not come back to activate, so we're gonna remove the order. And I noticed this morning GPUS is kind of retracing back up. So very likely it's retracing back up to activate. I'm gonna analyze it again today. So this is my gold. So it's gonna be you guys deleting the first order since this is a new setup. So you delete your first order you set and then this very one. Yesterday I dropped a setup. So it's gonna be you guys deleting that very setup and then paying attention to this very one. So yesterday's setup on good missed. It didn't come back yesterday, and I told you guys if it forms a setup at the top, we're waiting for a level that was low. I told you guys if it forms a level at the top, we'll join the buy from there. From good yesterday, we're waiting for a level around here. It was during London section, and during London section, this has not happened. So this happened later in the day. So during London section, when I posted the setup, we're waiting for gold around here. So notice it didn't even come back. And I told you guys I was watching another POI, which was this other block. I was watching an other block here. This was the zone I was also paying attention to. So this was the zone I was also paying attention to. So it didn't come back as well. I told you guys this was where I was watching. If it comes back here, we'll take the trade. But overall, notice what happened. It did buy from this other block, which I missed this very initial move from this black candles and other block. This was the liquidity. I believe many of you caught it. Right, I missed this very move on gold. That was yesterday. It happened very early in the morning. So it happened very early in the morning, and then that was why I missed it. I was not active at that time. Then later on in the day, I caught other opportunity. I caught a buy from gold around here. It was a key level. This was where I caught a buy on gold, this very horizontal line. So it was a key level from a 4-hour time frame. Those that have gone through my YouTube video, many of you have heard of that. So my stop loss was below that very level, and overall target was a high. These are around here. So just 5 RR, and they hit full take profit. Now notice when I had the opportunity for that buy. Notice when I had the opportunity for that buy. The horizontal level, you can see it right there. So you can see the horizontal level right there. So that was the level I had the buy opportunity. Then it played out hitting full take profit. I didn't drop it because I wasn't so confident about it. It was mitigated the first time. That's the reason I didn't drop it. I also had another opportunity on gold, which also was a good trade. Notice two opportunity hit take profit on my end yesterday, which I didn't post either of them. After those two losses now, so the confidence was down. That's the reason I do this live in a way that I'm now showing you guys. You guys can easily know what I'm expecting. I can easily go over capitalize on it. So that's the setup we're having on gold, and the opportunity I caught yesterday showed you guys. I had 2 wins yesterday on gold. The other opportunity was around here. As it was going up, I took another buy from here. This happened at midnight by 12 a.m. Notice the buy setup which I had. It was the buy setup from the one I entered later on at night. So two opportunity on gold yesterday. I wasn't so confident after those two losses. So me doing this live now is gonna now be me showing you the trades I'm expecting. Then you can now go overtake them. So overall, we're expecting this buy on gold. You can expect it to keep going up. Since it's bullish, we've marked at this very level as a zone. We're expecting price to get to. So we can expect it to get there and very likely give a change of character and start selling, or continue its buy. And it can continue its buy, it can give a change of character and start coming down. Whichever of them, that's the zone we are paying attention to. And that's the zone we are taking our profit at from this very trade now. So from this trade, we are taking our profit right at that very level. Now let's move on to the next pair. I trade BTC as well. So on BTC, let me give you guys what I'm expecting. And yesterday as well, I was searching out for a sale on BTC, which I was gonna drop. I was gonna drop this very BTC, but it missed entry. Notice most of the time, limit order is what I always set, and those limit order now, many of them do come back. Few are the ones that do activate, that do come back to activate. So many do have missed entry. They won't even come back to activate it. So that's the reason I'm kind of very cool. Once I have a setup, I just wait for it. Then once it comes back to that my entry price, that's when I'll go over, be calling it out. So that's what I'm gonna very likely do most of the time. That's what I was watching out to do right here. Notice the horizontal line I marked out. That was the zone I was watching to sell BTC. And you're gonna notice the sell setup around here. You can notice the sell around here. Dropped, hit full take profit without activating the sell. Now, what can we expect? We can expect more sales. Even if you are gonna buy, want to check where we're gonna buy from. Where is the possible reversal? It's going down, so let's see where we can expect any possible reversal to happen. So I'm on a monthly time frame just to have a clear view of what I'm expecting. So let's see if we have any possible reversals on. From monthly time frame now, we are seeing this breaker. It's currently rejecting off of that breaker. So we can expect it to reject and then go up. Then from a weekly, let's see how it looks. Weekly time frame now, it just took out this low. I can notice that this is a weekly low. This is a low right there, like a swing low. It just took out that low right down. So there's a high chance that it's gonna reject and then continue pushing up. Overall, keep dropping. And if it's gonna keep dropping, we can pay attention to any other level aside this rebreaker block we marked that before. So once it keeps dropping, we can pay attention to any other level. It can be this very other block. It can be this other block around here. So we're gonna have those two levels marked out. So overall, let's see how it looks on a lower time frame. Since it's already reacting from here, you can see a change of character for a buy. If not, keep looking for our sell. Now let's see how it looks from daily, and then before we go over to our entry time frame. From daily, we're having this key level at the top around here. Then if you watch closely, this is a breakout block it's currently reacting from. This is how it looks on a daily time frame. This is a breaker. This very point. That's where it just got to. Using this low as a liquidity, it's currently rejecting off of that very level. So with how it's gonna look on a lower time frame now, with a change of character forming, that's what we'll now make decision on what we're gonna do. If we're gonna keep looking for buys, if we're gonna keep looking for opportunities to join the sell, or we're gonna now start looking for buy. So from daily, we had this key level right here. Of which this was a key level I was also watching yesterday. The sale I told you guys I was having, this was a level I marked out. That was the same level we are currently watching out for now. Now, if it's gonna sell from that very level, it can get here and then drop. Overall, since it has gotten here now, it has gotten to this breaker, you can expect it to break out of this zone. That's gonna now be a change of character. Once it takes out that zone, it's gonna be a change of character. This is gonna be the normal break to the downside and then the change. So overall, we can risk the sell. Risk the sell. If it breaks, hit our loss, then we'll know it has given a change. Then we can continue looking. We can now start looking for buy. So you are not even sure if it's gonna start buying from here. So we can risk the sell. If it fail to hold, then we'll continue. We now start looking for buy. You know, if it failed to hold now, it means it's now giving a change. So we can now start looking for buy. So we can expect something like this on BTC. This zone will be our liquidity. So this very zone right here will be our liquidity. Is an internal liquidity, and we can take a sell right off of this very zone right here. So once it comes back there, we can join the sell. This is a risky sell, like I said. If this sell fail now, that means it has given a change of character. That's if it comes back and then fail to sell from there, it has given a change, and then we can now start looking for more buys. So if I'm dropping this now, it's gonna now be me telling you guys that it's a risky setup. So if you're gonna take it, you should know. If you've taken two losses already, or you've taken multiple losses already, I just advise you, just stay off the BTC and then wait for a reaction. If it's gonna give a change of character, or it's gonna continue its sell from this very zone. This is the only POI we can watch out for its sell. Though there are other POI like this very one, this very long wick around here. So that's another zone you can easily pay attention to for its sell. It's an order block directly off of 15 minutes, but there's no clear liquidity protecting it. So no clear liquidity, but this higher one we're having has a clear liquidity, so it's gonna be much preferable to enter from that higher level. So you guys got my reason for this trade. I'm gonna type it out with what I've given you guys now. With what I've given you guys now, I'm gonna type it out so you guys will know what it is. If you've taken wins, you can easily go over, say let me risk it. But if you have not taken a win, just stay off and then watch out for that market. Seems BTC gold is currently going up. I told you guys before, I won't be forcing setup on a lower time frame. So I'll just relax and always watch it to play. Because taking it on a lower time frame is always the win rate for me is always low. So let's just stay patient waiting for our setup on gold. And as it's going up now, if it forms a new setup, I'll keep you guys updated. Yesterday, like I said, I was also confident about those setup. That's why I didn't drop it. If I drop those setup now, one gave about 5 RR, the other I took profit at 4 RR. It would have been more than 4 RR, but I just took my profit at 4 RR. So this is a decent return. That's like 9 RR yesterday. And because my confidence was low, that's why I didn't drop it. And remember, I made money now, but you didn't make money off of it. So it's gonna now be you understanding how I trade. Then once you know how I trade, you're obviously gonna start making money on your end. Many of my students I know about, many of them that caught those buy that I caught on gold. So if you are gonna learn from my YouTube video, learn from it. It took me time, putting efforts to actually get all of this knowledge. So me dropping signals now is just gonna be my own free will. So even if I didn't drop it, there's no big deal. You guys did not no paid. You guys did not pay for my signals that I didn't deliver or whatever. Now on GPUSD, you're gonna notice that this was a sale we're having yesterday. This was the sale we're having yesterday. Now I want to also check how it looks on this time frame now today, so we can easily know what we are now paying attention to in a way that we're able to tell what we will very likely be doing. Oh, I didn't even read your charts, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I wasn't even checking the chat box. Did you place that gold trade from yesterday or no? Of which, of course, I placed it. What are you asking? I don't have a setup. I don't place it. I take more than 15 losses in the past 2 weeks. Man, 15 losses. That's a losing streak. And in losing streak, you should relax. You must have lost multiple accounts now. 15 losses is much, bro. 15 losses as a losing streak is too much, right? Let me be honest with you. 15 losses as a losing streak. We do have losing streak. My own losing streak, now you guys know, always 4 maximum. The highest I've experienced is 4 losing streak. So you taking 15 losing streak now is too much. Took losses on USD JPY. USD JPY, were you buying or selling? As I noticed USD JPY is going up. Should we expect any more sell from gold and silver? I already gave you guys what I'm seeing on gold. Okay, you are the one who is able taking 16 losses. Now you want to sell gold. We go again today. Yeah, still in BTC from yesterday. Okay, did you enter the BTC from this level I marked out as well, or you had the entry from the initial dump? I have the same setup on BTC. Have you cancelled the USD JPY and GPUSD trade from yesterday? Still have it. I'm gonna check out those pairs today. GPUSD and USD JPY. USD JPY is already breaking highs, so I don't think it's gonna come back. But for GPUSD, there's a high chance that it's gonna respect our zone. But anything can happen. So that's why we're always neutral, because anything can happen. Now on GPUSD, we did have this setup yesterday on GPUSD. It came up to this zone, dropped. Now it's currently coming back up, and there's a high chance that it's gonna very likely sell from here. My expectation is still for sell. So if for any reason I change my expectation, I'm gonna still update you guys as well. So my expectation is still for sell. From a higher time frame now, the views, higher time frame view, they are looking much bearish. So I'm gonna be interested in selling this GPUSD. So this setup on GPUSD is also valid. It's still valid. Remember, this was the setup yesterday from was it live? No, it was from analysis yesterday. It wasn't. We didn't do it live. So it's just analysis, a setup I had from yesterday. So I'm gonna still wait for this. Then on USDJPY, USDJPY has just been going crazy, and I believe many of you are riding this move. Because me, I missed multiple move on this pair. I was too focused on gold, so I missed many move here. I had the same setup on gold yesterday, but I did not trust the setup. That's why I didn't take it. All right, you didn't trust this. Why didn't you trust the setup? Me personally, I wasn't so confident. As far as the strategy is complete, there's nothing like trust setup. You can't trust any setup because it can still fail even if you trust it. You don't trust it, so it's gonna just be you taking the risk regardless. Do you trade news? No, I don't trade news. Is it GPUSD counter trend? Counter trend. GPUSD is bearish. What's the counter trend you're saying? Now from UJ, I guess from a Monday, this was the setup we're having. This buy zone right here, of which notice it's already going crazy. So this zone is already out. Won't be buying from here again. And if you watch, notice multiple opportunities that USDJPY gave going up. Going up, and it gave multiple buy opportunity, of which I missed them. This was the one that happened on Monday from this other block. This was on Monday. On Monday buy. Then another one that happened. This was like on Tuesday buy. The liquidity was right there. Then Wednesday, was it yesterday? I saw this very one yesterday, but there was not any liquidity protecting it. It was a breaker block buy from here yesterday, Wednesday. There wasn't any liquidity protecting that very zone. So that's the reason I didn't drop this. If I dropped it, everybody would jump in. But there's no liquidity if there's a high chance of it failing. That's the reason I did drop it. So currently now we can watch out for this breaker. This candle right here has the breaker, and there's no clear liquidity yet. So we can expect liquidity to form. Once it comes back, maybe an original liquidity, then the buy continues. Notice how it gave clean opportunities with this move. I know many of you caught it. How many of you caught maybe just one of this buy? Maybe just one of the buy. I caught this very one, but because I already took 2 trades on gold yesterday, and there was no liquidity here, I just left it. There wasn't any liquidity, so the strategy wasn't complete at that point. I told you guys it can still hold, but once there's liquidity, it's gonna give me more confidence to take the trade. So how many of you caught either of the buy from that USDJPY? I'm trying to see how it looks on a different time frame. So with the buy now, I'm gonna still confidently keep looking for buys. So there's a high chance it's gonna fill all of this gap, all of this fair value gap. You know what fair value gap is? So it's gonna fill those orders, fill it in before it will crash if it's gonna crash. Then NFP is this week. Let me check the news data real quick. Now someone is saying I lack confidence. That's why I didn't trace the setup. I did not see the buy. You didn't see about 3 buys on UJ from lower time frame. That's USDJPY is mitigated. I'm gonna check that as well. So from our calendar, let's see if there's any news today. The NFP is this week. I believe so. First Friday of the. I notice we have the prelim consumer sentiment. So this is a news that will come out on Friday by 4 p.m. Then aside that one, we don't have any other major news on USDJPY. Non-farm employment change. We have this non-farm. There's a news by 2:15 p.m. today. Today is Wednesday, so there's a news today on USD. Then also another one by 4 p.m. This one by 4 p.m. is not always crazy, but this one by 2:15 is gonna affect the market. It's gonna move the market. So if you are still trading this USDJPY, if you are still trading this USDJPY, you have to be careful right at that around that time. So if you are still trading USDJPY, you have to be careful right around that time. So if you trade news, you can take it. Now, with what I've given you guys, let's go over them again. Gold is currently retracing back, so we can expect what we've predicted to happen, which is the buy from this very zone. So hopefully it goes well today. If this goes well, it's gonna give us about 4 RR. So we're gonna recover the loss from Monday and even more. Recover loss from Monday and even more. Hopefully it doesn't hit SL. If it hits stop loss, meaning we have taken 3 losses and then we very likely just relax for the week. For the trades I dropped, me personally, I showed you guys now. Took a couple of wins yesterday. This buy, this was a setup, and the other buy, which is this very one. So took a couple of wins yesterday, but I wasn't so confident in dropping the setup. I have the knowledge, I have the skill, so I'm gonna make money off of what I know. So expecting our movement on gold. Then BTC, told you guys this is a sell that can happen, but it's a very risky opportunity. I was having it yesterday. It missed yesterday. Today night can very likely still come back and then activate. Then UJ, we are expecting more buy. We are watching the breaker. If it's gonna be a good zone to join the buy. Then notice before the breaker, we're having this other block. Then somehow I noticed someone was saying the BB has mitigated. There's nothing like mitigated right here. So all of this now, if you are considering this one right here as mitigated, these are normal price action, these are normal price movement. Right, that's not mitigated. So this is a black candle right here we can pay attention to as an order block from 15 minutes. So that's a good zone to join a buy on USDJPY. That's if it does come back. At first, we didn't see this. You guys can easily now see. There is now a kind of a cool setup on UJ. We can target our 4 RR off of this trade. So you can see when we analyze at first, we didn't see this on UJ, but now it's kind of clear. So let me drop this. It's going up. Hopefully, from this our trade now, this is not when it's reversed. There's no level it's gonna reverse from, so we'll keep joining the buy. So on this trade now, hopefully it comes back to activate our opportunity before it's keep on going up. Then on BTC, I told you guys I was gonna update you guys. Drop the message on BTC. I told you guys it was a risky opportunity. So you can see now, after analyzing at first, we didn't see this. We're watching out for the breaker, which wasn't having any liquidity. But going to a 15 minutes time frame now, we saw this other block, and this now is a cool opportunity we can easily take on this market. But overall, if you keep analyzing multiple times, you keep checking, you're gonna start having analysis paralysis. So you start having multiple setup, you won't even know the one to trust again. So that's why once you are done with analysis, just stay, set a limit order, and then stay cool whatever happens. So this USD pair is giving about 11 pips SL. It has been going up, and then this is a POI we're having to join the buy. Quickly, let me drop. And everyone, know you guys are listening to me. You can set your limit order on UJ and on God. So I'm patiently waiting for them to come back and then activate. Then on BTC, I told you guys we can see a change of character right here, or we can see it respecting our sell. Then I told you guys if you've taken losses before, just disregard the sell and then take other setup. But if you have taken wins, you can easily take risk the sell on BTC. I guess that the setup I'm watching out for currently. So those are the setup I'm watching out for currently. If I find any opportunity, I'm gonna drop. If we've taken our 4 losses, you should not beat yourself up. Me personally, in a way that I notice I've already recovered my losses now, but because you guys, I want you guys to as well go over, benefit from me, make money from me. So I have to go over, start dropping good trade for you guys. In a way that you guys are making money from what you guys are saying. So very likely I'll be more so very likely I'll be more confident in dropping the setup for you guys. Definitely on gold. We are gonna have another opportunity later on today. So I don't miss notice. I believe I've said this multiple times in my live, and also I've told my students, if there's any opportunity with the strategy I've taught you, with strategy I've taught on this very YouTube channel, if there's any opportunity on gold, most importantly gold, I hardly miss it. It's either I was waiting at a lower price, which now gave a miss entry, which if you are waiting at that zone as well, you're gonna have a miss entry too, or it's gonna activate us. And the moment you see yourself having an opportunity, just know that I'm also watching that same opportunity. If I didn't drop it, doesn't mean I didn't have the opportunity. The 2 opportunities I had now, nobody knew. Only few of my students. I dropped for my students as well, so they also joined the move. So once you see an opportunity on gold, know that I'm also watching that opportunity. And then if it's the way I trade, the way I've done multiple YouTube videos on how I trade. So if it's on the way if it's you seeing it the way I trade, definitely just know that I'm with you spiritually. Let me put it that way. So let me read your comment section before I end the live. Drop the setup for BTC. I told you guys BTC is kind of risky. If I drop it, I'm gonna see so many members jumping in on a trade. check Euro USD. I can't check pairs for you guys now. Just know how I trade, and then you can go analyze it yourself. We're expecting a sell on GPUSD. Obviously, Euro USD is still gonna be sell. But analyze yourself and then see it for yourself. So on gold now, from a 3 minute time frame, form of a scalp, there's this new zone that just formed. So that's also like a cool zone to join a buy from, of which I'm active. Keep you guys posted. Keep you guys updated. Keep you guys updated wherever wherever decision I'm making. As I'm taking trade now, I'm gonna be taking trade based off the profit I've made, right? But because it's for you guys, I'll be dropping the trade for you guys based off the loss we've taken on Monday. I can risk any setup on gold, risk any setup on BTC, risk any setup on any market. But if it's not a good setup that I will confidently drop, I won't drop it because we've taken losses before. So many members who are not here now, you see them obviously complaining, but they don't know what's going on. I'm watching this movement on gold, so I can expect a break above this high before I join any buy. If it breaks above this high now and then come back down, we'll join in a buy from here. Of course, I will drop it. So remember, February signals registration is, you can join the February signals now. So to join is about $70. On that very signal group, you just go over, get an account, and then I'll be dropping trades. Most likely once they are at the entry price. This one that are limit order now, I won't drop it. Once the price has now gotten to the zone, I'll drop it. So if it's activating me, you will join as well. So it's about $70 in Naira, Nigeria Naira. It's about 100,000 Naira to join the signal room. So I'll keep you guys updated, and let's see how this week is gonna go. It's like the third day of the week. Me, I've made money, but I just want to make you guys make money as well. So take care, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you, boss. Yeah, thank you too. I can stay off without doing this. But I'm growing. We are growing together. That's the main that's the main reason I'm doing all of this. As I'm growing, we are growing together. Unless I'm not growing. If I'm not growing, definitely we are not growing together. So as I'm growing, showing you guys, and then you guys are growing with me as well. With the way gold move, if you guys are still with me, if you guys are still with me, those that trade gold, with the way gold move, you're gonna notice lately during Asia section, that's when it's always going crazy. During London, even New York, you have to wait, 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 wait. Believe me, guys, noticed that. During London, New York, you have to keep waiting. It will just be consolidating. I was up at during Asia section throughout. That was why that was the reason I caught multiple trades during the Asia section. I was up throughout. So it was just notice the movement. This was a buy. I caught immediately the Asia session opened by 12 a.m. First buy. Notice from that point now it was just moving, going up. You're gonna notice this happened. This movement now happened during Asia section. All of these movements. You can notice they move from this very point to this very point during Asia section. And they're gonna notice throughout yesterday, New York, London started around here yesterday, around here. So throughout yesterday night, it was just this movement. So just this movement right here. You can notice Asia session was even the one that pushed the price up. And it's not just this one time, happening multiple times. I'm gonna see happening multiple times right there. So that's the reason I stay up Asia section. Asia session in Nigerian time, those that are in Nigeria, Asia session during Nigerian time now, it's already late at night. But for the money, for the bag, we have to stay up. Not me over trading, not me forcing trade just to make sure I'm able to go over, not go over, miss opportunity most of the time. Because multiple ones happened Monday, Tuesday, I missed them. So that's why I had to stay up and then try to make some money. Somebody saying $70 for the signal. Is it for 1 month? Yeah, for 1 month. If notice my mentorship is cheaper than my signal. I believe you guys are already noticing it. My mentorship is about $50. The signals is about $70. You're gonna notice that for the signals now is when you're able to easily get an account already. You funded $1,000, $10,000, $100, wherever you're able to fund. The signals now is not gonna be you making money off of that account. You're gonna see how February is gonna end. For the signal group now, this February, I guess I've already dropped the GBP USD trade, which is that limit order for them. And like I said now, I'll be dropping it as market execution. So once the price is already at the POI, I'll call it out. Right here now, price comes down. Once it's here, I'll call it out. They will join the buy. So overall, by the end of February, I'm gonna just do a recap on all the trades we took right there. See how many arrow we're gonna end it with, and then how many pips we made. Charlie, I'm gonna drop it for you guys so you guys can see that. I'm also dropping trades for you guys on the free group. So only when you fund your account and you are not free to always take trade, you're always busy, and then you can easily go join the group for $70. No much going on. Gold is almost breaking that high. So once it takes out that high, now that's a break, and then we can comfortably join from this OB. This is a cool OB. We can join a buy from. This is a scalp trade. You can notice I'm on a 3 minute time frame. Told you guys I won't be forcing setup. On any market. So it's just gonna be, if it's gonna be even one trade a week, we can easily take just one trade and then relax for that week. But this is a closer POI to price. That's why I'm considering that zone. That's a closer POI to price. That's why I'm considering this very zone. But you did not send good setup to your February student. Yeah, for my students this February, I've not started dropping setup for you guys. I've not given you guys update on how you can easily start taking my trades. So as I show you guys how you can start taking my trade, then I'll start dropping setup for you guys. That's the reason that you notice I didn't post any setup for you guys yesterday, and then even I've not posted any setup for you guys. So it's because I've not explained to you guys how you can easily start taking my trades. But once I do that, I'll start dropping. So very likely, this is all I do all day. Just sit down here, watch an opportunity we strike. If I'm confident enough, I'll drop for you guys to make money as well. But you know, once my confidence is low, I'll very likely not drop it. But once my confidence is up, you will for sure make money from it. I believe the person saying February students. I believe you got what I said now. And I believe many of you already know this. The February classes have started. Started the class with them yesterday. So we've done one class now. Very soon, very likely, very next few weeks, I'll give you guys updated if I've started accepting students for March class. So I'll keep you guys updated on everything. Yeah. All right. Unless we are in a trade, so no need to just keep waiting for good. So let's relax and then come back the next day and then look out for opportunity. So take care, guys. Let me end the section now.